Everyone knows that in China, getting married requires giving a bride price, right? And many people become curious, wondering how much the bride price is, how it's given, and how these amounts are decided, right? Could it be that the two families sit down like they're negotiating a business deal and haggle over the price? You guessed it, that's exactly how it is. Today, let's look together from the woman's perspective at a suffocating bride price negotiation.
先给你3万块钱，可以吧？我们今天来这里很诚心诚意的过来，第一是拜访两位嫂嫂啊、大哥哈，拜访。然后呢，我就把我儿子的跟多多的事情，一定要来解决一下，诚心诚意。然后我们那里的，我说我们那里的规矩，我不说别人，就说我弟弟家。我弟弟家有2个儿子，都结婚了。大儿子他也是在大学里面谈的女朋友。就说我大哥的这个大儿子他们家就没有要礼金，但是我弟弟他家就不好意思啊，给你2万，这就是2万礼金。然后我弟弟他小儿子就刚结婚的，这个今年就要了8万礼金，8万礼金。那今天我来的，我呢很诚意，就是说我也不按照我们那里的，就是说，哎呀几万啊，8万啊什么的，我要给到我们那里最高的礼仪，就说我们那里18万，我就给个最高的18万，好吧，好吧，我就给个最高的。最低的知道，我要听过，不过我也。
礼金方面，就上次我们跟他讲过，就是看到你跟最多的他们那边的价格18万8，但是呢，我说不要按我们的，就按照你的那个程序走吧，知道吧？我这边你没意见哦，可以，就按照你的意见来。我老妈今天早上跟我讲，因为他昨天你们两个的事情，他也在闹，当时我出去了，在马上，现在大家就要相互那个嘛。但是我要说真的，就是你刚才说的，你们那边说2万8万，那就不要去说这样的话，就是说我这里30多万，我也不说，我也不30万，我20多万我没说。抽一半，他昨天说30多万，不要说嘛，我说20多万呢，我也不想去讲这种东西，是吧？真的，我也不去讲这样的废话。
总共是19万8，我记得清楚。
然后再给他2万8这样子。
行了，我们这件事情就处理得很好，我也开心，是吧？
所以说这东西呢，
大家开心就行，因为结亲嘛，结亲就要开心。
比如说现在给多少不可以，你现在给多少啊？然后结婚之前给完 ，OK。但是到时候你结婚的时候，你不要说就他们2个给我，那就没必要。就是说，这是我们大人之间的事情，不要说到了那个时候，结婚那个时候上，你说叫他们2个年轻人给你，那个就没必要，就没必这个我们现在是没意思是吧？所以说我们就是说这东西呢，就是说语言上是一定要你给到他们，对不对？不是你现在说给多少啊，然后剩下的结婚之前给他都可以，但是你不可以说我不可以是这样你现在给这剩下的到时候给他们叫他们2个给我们，那没意思。
我们现在是这样，就是说他们结婚的时间要不要定？
结婚时间就是看你的，那行吧，就是你们自己2个人。
我今天我就赚你3万块钱，我就先给你3万块钱，可以吧？
非常有意思，
我把西拿你上了，
你要不要？
很好啊。
正常来说，我们这边来说这个肉是真的，说给子女的是几万块钱是很少，他这个情况下最少大概会给到一个，就最少大概他们在1万左右，剩下1万，你说到结婚问题，你说先给个2、3万来说这个情况下，跟就是
这是给我们买的，我说你可以凑到5万块钱。这个没关系啊，反正早晚我们说好了一起，你写好也可以。
没有，我现在你没听懂我的意思，你给我讲，我给他试讲，他也听到了，你知道吧？我在给他讲。
我们说话算话，早晚也是一样的，是吧？说话算话的。 看到了，一份证就几个，你数过来，因为一开始没有说多少钱，没决定不告诉你。
付个几万，我们也不知道说这边订婚一开始就是说一定要先付一半。
写下一个我跟你这个是一个人，好吧？就是写好了，我给你5万，然后我总共多少钱？然后最新给5万，还差多少？我签的字，我给。
这个东西说了，不是说这个东西就是写不写都是可以的。
这个协议，就我们跟协议一样，说好了给就给，你不要结。
At this point, the bride price negotiation was basically finished, and it also basically fell apart. The woman's older brother meant that, first, the bride price must be paid by the man's parents, and they cannot wait until after the wedding to let the young couple pay. Second, it can be paid in installments, similar to paying in loans. But before the wedding, it must be fully paid. Giving only 30,000 or 50,000 yuan is not acceptable. It must be at least half of 198,000 yuan, which is about 100,000 yuan. When the woman's parent heard that the man couldn't pay half and could only pay at most 50,000 yuan, their expressions instantly changed. They didn't even say goodbye, found an excuse, and left. The woman's older brother also just sat there silently, leaving the man and his father sitting there in awkward silence. The video ends here. I don't know how you all feel after watching it, but this is indeed a real part of today's bride price traditions in China. In my view, it's no different from going to market to buy something. The only difference is that here, the buyer acts humbly and cautiously, while the seller behaves arrogantly and aggressively. And even if the woman's parents say they will let the bride bring the bride price back to her new home, many women simply treat this money as their private savings, and the man shouldn't even think about touching a single cent of it.
嫁妆从根上就是女人的个人财产，不是给新家庭的启动资金。别听有人瞎忽悠。
From its root, the bride price is the woman's personal property. It is not the starting capital for the new family. Don't listen to people who talk nonsense, saying things like taking it out to build the new home is the right thing to do. Those words sound nice on the surface, but what's hidden behind them? It means the woman must bring money, willingly go to the man's home, give birth, raise children, take care of them, wash clothes, cook meals, and continue the family line. If the couple manages to live together for a lifetime, then fine. But what if they can't continue? If the money is put into the small household, she won't be able to take it back when divorcing. And if she can't take the children either, then when she grows old, she'll end up with no money and no children. What are you fighting for? Remember these 3 hard rules. First, how this money is used depends entirely on the woman herself. There is no problem saving it, and if she voluntarily wants to contribute it, no one will stop her. Second, if a man urges you right after marriage to take out the bride price and spend it, stay far away. That's not caring about the family, he's trying to take your money. That is the typical behavior of a disgusting man. Third, the money must be firmly saved and never spent recklessly. If you truly encounter a man who doesn't take care of the child or doesn't take responsibility, having money gives you confidence. You can take your child and leave without looking at anyone's face. The bride price is your confidence, not someone else's. All women, remember this.
Look at how agitated she is, her face twisted with anger. Anyone who didn't know better would think this bride price was earned through her own blood and sweat. She spends every day thinking about how to guard herself against men. She hasn't even gotten married yet and is already thinking about divorce. In her eyes, there is nothing but money. Honestly, people like this really shouldn't get married. Don't come out here ruining men's lives. After watching this bride price negotiation scene, I sigh once again at how difficult it is to be parents in China. The cautious and helpless expression on the man's father's face is truly heartbreaking. I really want to scold the young man. His father is already so old, Yet he still has to bow and scrape like this for him. I also want to scold the young woman. She keeps saying she feels sorry for him, yet she didn't say a single word to help him. But when you think about it carefully, can we really blame them? Bride prices nowadays often start at tens of thousands of yuan. How many men can save up enough bride price money on their own? Without help from their parents, they might not be able to get married even at age 40. The young woman also has no choice. She isn't married yet. How could she speak up for the man at a time like this? The only ones to blame may be the woman's family, who treat their daughter like a commodity to be sold. Alright, that's it for today's sharing. If you have any thoughts about this topic, feel free to discuss them with me in the comment section. See you in the next video.